Heyman's hilarious. Paul Heyman is hilarious. Yes, this is the face of the unchiseled Adonis. Paul Heyman is hilarious. God damn it. What's going on? We watching Friday Night Smackdown. Tony said, I'm going to hell. What am I going to hell for? Whatever could I have possibly done wrong? What could it be that would be sending me to hell? Okay, says John Cena over Roman Reigns. I don't know about that right now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh boy, you love to see it. You love to see it. S. Elijah said CM Punk to AEW confirmed. It appears to be the case. It appears to be the case. I am not too sure yet. They said as of this morning. So it appears that is indeed what's happening. Looks like I'm going to have to tune into AEW this Wednesday. Warriors Wise said, sorry you late. I just started. You not late. You on time. Okay, said it feel weird with fans. I don't know, man. The fans being back. I'm a fan. Oh, wait, let me. It's the unchiseled Adonis head on the. LaShawn George says good night to all. Well, welcome and goodbye. It is I, the chiseled Adonis. It's not me, whose head is elongated. That is the face of the unchiseled Adonis, who has not returned to the oasis of the Adonis headquarters. So I would hope that the man did not get lost. But then again, he's not like me. I'm a professional stay-at-home son with no life, and he is a man who has a job. So, here we are, Friday Night Smackdown. We haven't gone live for WWE in quite some time, goddammit. Well, we are here. If you guys need the link to the stream, it's there in the top pinned comment here on YouTube if you needed it. So yeah, it's there. It's live on on Fox. Yes, it is. What's going on, y'all? Wait, Hunter said I got long hair. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say it's long hair. It's just ridiculously nappy. Kirk Johnson in the building. Chuckster, Hunter Thomas, Chris J, Anthony White, Jeffrey, Jameer, Tom the Simp, the only Urix, J Money Blue, pardon me, Toast, Tony, Paulie T. What's going on, y'all? Elijah, Dragoon in the house. How's it going? King Savage, Eric, and Dino. Rose Gold, how's it going? Yes, Finn Balor is back. So that's good. Looked Puppet, what's going? I haven't seen you in quite some time. Looked Puppet. Do I love seeing Cena back? I'm happy. I hope he stays a little bit longer past SummerSlam. Like, if he were to be able to be around until Survivor Series, that'd be great. But we all know SummerSlam is most likely where the cutoff period is, where it's going to be. And then from that particular point, he's going to be gone. So I'd love to see Cena around because Cena brings energy, Chris, 2K20 in the building. JT, Fall in the house. JT calling me. All right, JT, something wrong with you. D Truss in the building. The king of swing pay-per-view, Dizzle. How's it going? You got your swagger back. What's going on? Old Dirty Sausage. Do I fuck with MJF? I think he's one of the best heels in the company. I'd have to say tail end of last year, I think he was the best heel in the company. Pardon me, in the industry. Sorry. Austin, how's it going? What's going on? Paul said, can you donate $20? Of course you can. You've got your links there in the chat room. You've got your super chats there on YouTube. You got PayPal, Venmo, things of that nature. Tips on Hot Mic if you'd like to donate to the stream. Jameer said, what kind of name is Old Dirty Sausage? Well, that seems to be the case when there is a sausage that happens to be old and dirty. Google Sucks is spamming fat. I wonder why that is. David in the house. What's going on, my man David Box? What's going on? Jalen says, thoughts on Jay White? Interesting individual. Paul said, is it going to scam you? Well, I don't think so. Kurt says, can I get your thoughts on AEW? Well, AEW is an interesting promotion. Because of the kind of wrestling that we're accustomed to now, I get it, but it's too much comedy, for me. I'd be much more I'd gravitate a bit more towards it if it was, a bit more serious wrestling. But at the same time, I've been not necessarily indoctrinated by WWE, but I've been watching it so long that I can kind of follow along with AEW. Like I said prior, and this was several streams back, learning new wrestlers, things of that nature. It's a lot, but possibly they can get me, to tune in. Who knows? Thoughts on Malachi Black? Malachi Black. I hope this brother goes and succeeds in AEW, because that guy's extremely talented, and they dropped the ball in WWE on him. Soldier Boy did it first, put 2 on it. Said, what the hell, Rolling Loud promoting WWE Smackdown right now? Are they? Interesting. Austin D in the building said, you here to support. That's what's up. Oh, by the way, update for you guys. Remember, the NBA Finals conclusion was this past the NBA Finals conclusion was this past Tuesday, and it appears that the package for the PS5 has arrived at Christopher's house. He sent me the video, I would assume, of him unpackaging, said PS5. So that's exciting. All I have to do is get waiting for the confirmation from Drake. It was delivered to Drake's house at 12, so I would assume Drake is probably working since he has not hit me back. I gave him a follow-up email just to see if, he actually was able to receive said package. It'd be a shame if they dropped the package off at his house and then somebody came around and swiper, please do swipe and take away his console. That'd be a shame. Now, wouldn't it be, Drake? Eric put 5 on and say, who are my top 5 WCW stars? Big fan of the channel. Okay, top 5 WCW stars. Number 1, you gotta go Flair. 2 would be Sting. 3, I'd say Booker T. Flair, Sting, Booker T. Goldberg, because you can't not go Goldberg. Flair, Sting, Booker T, Goldberg. I don't want to take somebody who was in WWE and then went over to WCW. I'm going like WCW originals. Shit, but that's tough now. Last one. He was so over. I guess I can go DDP. Oh, damn. Damn. Y'all in there throwing it DDP all over. Well, there it is. Y'all in there with DDP. No. I'm not. Ray and Eddie were not as over in WWE as they were in WCW. Now, don't get me wrong. Eddie was doing magnificent work when he was not only in the cruiserweight division, but then when he formed, the Latino World Order and things of that nature, he was over as hell. I don't think I can put Benoit over DDP. Ah, shit. No, I think I'm gonna stick to my guns and roll with a DDP over Benoit for WCW. I think I can roll. I can stick with DDP. Man, damn, I love Benoit. Y'all know how I feel about Benoit. Beal put 5 on it. Said thoughts on AEW potentially having Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Well, for Daniel Bryan is great. CM Punk will have a microcosm of drawability. Actually, no, that's inaccurate. CM Punk can bring in casual fans, but then at the same time, because of what transpired with in the UFC and things of that nature, I don't know how much drawability. Oh, CM Punk is out here that he can get, but the wrestling fan would tune in. But AEW is becoming what they said they didn't want to be, is just a bunch of ex-WWE guys. Like, they have a small percentage of homegrown talent that are above and beyond the draws on their network. So I would hope. No. Oh shit. Well, I was thinking 90s. I was thinking 90s WCW. But if we're talking, if we're going all the way back to when, we had WCCW, will we count that? That was Devon Eric's promotion, was it not? WCCW, and then count that in as well, and things of that nature. I mean, we can't not have Dusty. You're right. We can't have a WCW without having Dusty. Eric, you're completely right. So I'd have to boot out DDP. You got to throw Dusty in there. But then now you got the likes of a Barry Windham that you got to kind of throw in there as well, and things of that nature. So now it's shit. WCW got quite the lineage. So you got a point there. You can't have WCW without Dusty, so you kind of have to have Dusty in there. Kurt says, you just subbed to me. You look forward to seeing my wrestling vids. I appreciate you. Shit. No. God, Luger was over. I never was a big fan of Luger. No, Sting's in there. My top 5 that I stated, but now I have to switch out DDP. But I would say Flair, Sting, Booker, Goldberg, and I said DDP. But you have to have Dusty in there. So I would take out DDP. I'd throw in Dusty. Chris says, have I ever watched Lucha Underground? Just the first 2 seasons. I heard it got canceled. I'd have to have Dusty in there. No, not Dustin Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes. Camarcus says, Lex Luger's. I don't know. Chris says, what's my thoughts on Billy Kidman? Oh, Billy Kidman was great. I loved Billy Kidman. I wish there was a larger spotlight on the cruiserweights throughout the history of the 21st century wrestling. I think if the 21st century had the level of, cruiserweights were booked and taken as seriously as, the heavyweights and things of that nature, Billy Kidman would be much more legendary than what he is. I loved Kidman. Shit, Ricky Steamboat, you can't. Fuck. You see, this is the tough thing about. You can't have Vader. Love me, Big Van Vader. Love me, Big Van Vader. But I think I'd keep him outside my top 5. Steamboat would probably. No. You know what? Steamboat. Fuck. Can I move? Goldberg was damn near. Shit. If I put in, because I'm not gonna move Booker T. Ultimate Raw, no. Ultimate Warrior, no. Let him go. Kelly said RVD was not pushed well. RVD got pushed at the right time, and then he fucked up because he was smoking weed with Sabu. Honestly, I think if RVD never got caught on that highway with Sabu and the contraband, RVD in 2006 would have been champion for quite some time. Truly, I believe that in my soul. RVD would have probably been champion for an extremely long, not extremely long time. I don't think he would have been champion for the whole year. But I think he would have held it from when he won it for at least, I'd have to say, at least 5 months. And he would stay in the main title picture. I think RVD would have stayed at the top of the card. And then ultimately, went and conquered different sort of things. Won all kinds of titles. But he fucked himself. Had he not got caught with the damn contraband, I think he would have been WWE champion for at least 5 months. LaShawn, put 5 on it. Much love. The Buffalo said Paige got pushed. Indeed, she did. She got pushed, pulled, and ejaculated on with the NXT title. Jushin Thunder Liger, I actually saw him live once. He was 50. I believe he fought against Tyler Breeze at NXT TakeOver years ago. That had to be like 2016 or 17. I can't remember. But he fought against Tyler Breeze on NXT. Bullet says, "What's my top 5 ECW wrestlers?" Okay, so RVD, top 5 ECW. RVD, Taz. The Dudleys are a tandem. They're my favorite tag team all time. I can't not have the Dudleys. So RVD, Taz, the Dudleys, Mike Sabu, Mike Awesome. Tommy Dreamer, I love Tommy Dreamer, but well, if we talk about top 5 all-time ECW, you can't not Tommy Dreamer is ECW, so you gotta have him in there. So probably New Jack, we gonna let him roll. New Jack, we gonna let him roll. Let that brother rest in peace. When we talk about top 5s, I don't think New Jack need to be nowhere near nobody top. That man is homicide. We talk about Sabu as the homicidal. New Jack was a homicide. Sandman was just a drunk man with a kendo stick. Let's be honest. Shit, Shane Douglas. Whoo, that's a good name. Sandman was the shits in the ring. Sandman was over as hell, but it was just his entrance. It was his entrance, and it was the kendo stick. Nobody remember anything else that Sandman did. It's the entrance, and it's the kendo stick. Oh, of course, the beer, but that's part of the goddamn entrance. Zakari put 5 on and said, what's my favorite NXT takeover? The very first one. Sasha and Bailey, when they Sasha Bailey tore the house down, and then Finn and Kevin Owens had that great ladder match. Definitely the first one. Sandman was drunk than a motherfucker. Honestly, if I could have, been a professional wrestler back in the day, Sandman had it, bruh. Sandman would have been it for me. You mean to tell me I could just drink, go to the ring, hit a couple motherfuckers with a damn kendo stick, bleed a little bit, and then head right out? I'm good. Somebody said Elijah Burke. Whoa, as me said Elijah Burke. You get out of here soon enough. Somebody gonna say Marcus Corbin. Somebody gonna say Marcus Corbin. You get out of here with that. Finn Balor fucking up Sami Zayn, by the way. Kevin Thorne. The Boogeyman, Too Cold Scorpio. Too Cold Scorpio was cool. If y'all haven't seen Dark Side of the Ring of when they went to North Korea, that's a hilarious episode. Finn Balor wins, by the way. Stevie Richards, okay. I like Stevie Richards. It's a shame that they started putting him, they started replacing Benoit and threw Stevie Richards in there. I don't know where that meme came from. I can't remember. Zachary says Blue World Order. The BWO, okay. Warriors Wire said, is Kurt Hawkins the greatest wrestler of all time? He's the greatest loser of all time. Mike Knox, who was that guy? Remember when he lost at Survivor Series? And then Shawn Michaels went to the apron, and he was like, yo, who was that guy? That shit was hilarious. I think that was, that had to be what, Survivor Series 2008, 2007? I can't remember. That shit was hilarious. Yo, Baron Corbin looked real homeless out here, bro. I can't even lie to you. Baron Corbin looked real homeless out here. He is selling this. He's selling this character, but Baron Corbin is bugging. Let me see if I can get some Baron Corbin photos up here. This brother looking crazy right now. It was 2006? Damn. I thought that Survivor Series was 2008. Damn. Bro, Baron Corbin, oh my God. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let me ask you a question. Who's a fan of Baron Corbin here? Who's a fan of Baron Corbin here? Because if you are, I need you to explain this man, bruh. Come on, dog. Come on, man. This man looking crazy out here. You talk about down bad. Baron Corbin is down horrendous. Look at that hairline. Look at that brother hairline, bruh. My God. This man going through it. And to make, look at the stain that he had on his shirt. He got a stain on his shirt. I don't know if that's cat piss, mustard, or human urine. This man down horrendous. Look at the hairline. Do you understand the commitment that you have to your job? To where you can wait weeks upon weeks to go outside with your hair looking like this? Mind you, it's one thing if this was some sort of, bald cap with hair attached to it. But this is his actual hair. That's his actual beard. This man looking crazy right now. Come on, bro. How does Baron Corbin go home to his spouse, look her in the eye, and tell her, don't you, he can never remix Edge's song. You think you love me. She don't. She's leaving you. GB put 2 on it. Said, do I think Matt Riddle's going to get a pull? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he goes as far as this partnership with Randy goes. And then once Randy moves on to bigger and better things, I think Riddle is going to begin to flounder. But come on, bruh. Look at Baron Corbin, bruh. This man, brutal. Zachary Dunn said it looked like Jake Paul before. It looked like Jake before rehab. I thought he said Jake Paul. Jake the Snake before rehab. That brother hairline was crazy. Come on, bro. Corbin need all kinds of help. Marcus, you absolutely correct. That brother need the police. He need the Haitian police. That brother going through it, man. Baron Corbin hair looking ridiculous out there. Somebody call the law enforcement.
Where we come from, where we come from, we are the police, we are the police, the police of Haiti, the police of Haiti. Nice, nice Haiti, nice, nice Haiti, beautiful Haiti, beautiful Haiti, sweetie, sweetie Haiti, sweetie, sweetie Haiti, sweetie, 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 sweetie Haiti, sweetie, sweetie Haiti.
Now I'll say this. Xavier says SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 top tier game. Indeed it is. It is a top tier game. Mr. Parrot Keeper said Big E is getting one of the biggest pushes right now. Indeed he is. And I'll say this much. Oh wow. Corbin just got divorced. Well, there it is. But Big E's earned this push, and I must say, big credit to Paul Heyman for pulling that out of Big E. Because remember, after that episode of Talking Smack, when Paul Heyman talked to Big E, man, Big E's been on a motherfucking rocket ship to the top. And he's earned it. He's worked for it. But as for what title he should go after, Universal Championship. Because, no disrespect to Bobby Lashley, MVP, and what's going on Raw. Stay away from the New Day. Stay away from the New Day. They need to be separated. Go after Roman. You want to be the biggest thing in the company? Go after the biggest fish. I love Bobby Lashley. I know how I feel about Bobby Lashley. But let's be honest. SmackDown right now is the A show. Roman is pushed as the face of the company. If Big E want to take that #1 spot, you go after Roman. Go after Roman. Because best believe, Big E goes to Raw and the New Day are there, WWE going to bring them back together again. Savannah says that Roman's dealing with Cena. Oh, no. Who said it? Who said Big E got to cash in now? Big E ain't Nikki Cross. Well, Nikki ASH. He ain't Nikki Cross. He don't got to cash in expeditiously. He should do the same sort of storyline I've said for a long time. What, they should do with Money in the Bank. Have the person who won Money in the Bank put the champions on notice immediately. And then after they do that, make it seem like you never had the briefcase. Don't even come out with it. Make people forget you even had it. And then, when the time, when the opportunity presents itself, you strike. They should have Money in the Bank winners make it seem like they ain't even win the Money in the Bank. Because think about it. If I'm the Money in the Bank, if I win the ladder match, it don't expire for a whole year. You can't strip me of the briefcase. It don't work like that. So since that's the case, why show up with it? I'll make you think I never had it. I pull up out of nowhere with a clubbing blow, followed by another clubbing blow, and then another clubbing blow, and followed by another clubbing blow. And I'm going to let you breathe a little bit. Then I'm going to hit you with a clubbing blow, and then another clubbing blow. And then from that particular point, I'm going to cash in and win the goddamn title. Paul put 5 on it, said Jimmy Uso versus Jeff Hardy. DUI on a pole match. Both are drunk to start the match. Who wins? I'd say Jimmy Uso wins. Because Jimmy Uso get drunk and he get pulled over. Jeff Hardy get drunk and high and then mess around and go to the ring and don't know what the hell going on. Mikhail said, do I think The Rock is going to return to WWE? Absolutely. He's coming back for WrestleMania next year. The plan is Roman versus The Rock. I don't think that's going to involve the title, nor do I think it needs to involve the title, but that's the match for next year. But I say Big E go after the Universal Championship. Minnie said, you and your father watching. How cool is that? Justin says, Naomi should have won Money in the Bank. Indeed, she should have. Naomi should have won Money in the Bank. Jameer said, Jimmy Uso gets arrested. Jeff Hardy somehow makes it to the ring. Correct. But this is a situation where they're both already in the match. So since that's the case, I got no faith in Jeff. Corey said top 5 Nickelodeon shows. Oh, shit, I couldn't tell you. I didn't get cable until I was 14 years old, and at that particular point, I wasn't really watching TV outside of the NFL Network. Eric said Liv should have won. You know what? Either Naomi or Liv, but I'm more of a Naomi fan. That's why I'd lean more towards, Naomi winning it, because Naomi's been floundering for quite some time. Liv, they're actually giving her the time of day on SmackDown. So I'm confident Liv will get the appropriate, push. Let me take that back. I'm hopeful. This man Apollo Cruz's accent's hilarious. You climbed up the ladder and you won the briefcase. I'm like, my God, this joint came out of nowhere. Like, I still remember Apollo's original voice. Oh, damn, everybody coming out now. King Savage said, when do I think Roman's going to lose the title? WrestleMania next, fuck, because I don't want it to involve The Rock. Royal Rumble. I think Royal Rumble. Survivor Series, I think both Lashley and it's imperative Lashley and Roman hold the titles through, to Survivor Series. We need to see this Lashley versus this Roman, heel versus heel, with MVP and Paul Heyman on the stick, with 4 weeks to prepare or 5 weeks to prepare. We need to have this happen. Yeah, Dolph is still in the WWE, surprisingly enough. Oh, Henry Mosley in the building. What's going on? Sound hilarious. Well, I appreciate that. Mikhail said I should be at WWE fights, commentating the fight 100% funnier than it is now. It's funny. I've gone to an array of pay-per-views, live shows. I've done commentary in the stands. And it's always a fun time. The only thing is you end up losing your voice. Everybody coming out now. They about to have some rematch. Wait, everybody fight. What the hell this got to do with Big E? General Aziz just let this man get thrown out like it was not. I'm so confused. Yo, that's a big ass dude, bro. General Aziz too goddamn big, bro. No human should be that damn big and you not catching a rebound. Look how large this man is. And he wearing all this fabric. What size shoe does this man wear, bro? This dude too damn big and he move extra stiff. Pause. Like, what's wrong with him? This dude too damn big, bro. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Whoa, a sane SJW said Nikki Bella should be a Hall of Famer. First off, she went into the Hall of Fame with her bum ass. Second, I disagree. I get why they put her in there, but I disagree. Yeah, you know what? Tony, you right. He kind of is Giga Negro too. He is Giga Negro too. You say a black Giant Gonzalez? Fair enough. Corey says, can Brock Lesnar come back, and when would it be best to return? He should have returned on Monday and challenged Lashley, because that's the match for SummerSlam. Not Lashley versus Goldberg. Lashley versus Lesnar. That's the match for SummerSlam. Wow, Wale really at Rolling Loud right now. Wait, they got a damn ring? What the hell? Yo, they really got a WWE ring at Rolling Loud. They about to have a match out there? What the hell? What kind of... Yo, Wale about to go into the WWE Hall of Fame, bro. I need to get some clout. I need that Hall of Fame ring from the WWE, bro. The smoke. Wait, the Street Profits about to be at Rolling Loud? I'm so confused right now. What channel is Rolling Loud on? You gotta be kidding me. They about to have a match at Rolling Loud. I am perplexed, flummoxed, flabbergasted. These motherfuckers at Rolling Loud. The Street Profits at Rolling Loud. I want to know what the live audience in Cleveland is seeing right now. You got to watch this on the television. That remind me of when I went to Raw 25. When they had scenes at the Manhattan Center, we had to watch that son bitch on the goddamn screen. I am confused. They really got... This match is happening at Rolling Loud? No, they just performing. The crowd don't know what the hell happening right now. They don't know these motherfuckers. They said we came to watch music. The crowd don't even... Wow, it's going to be Dawkins versus Gable. They're going to have Dawkins fight instead of... They're going to have Dawkins fight instead of a Ford at Rolling Loud. Wow. Wow. This is bizarre. GB said you live by Rolling Loud. Well, there it is. That's crazy. It's about... Oh, yeah, Montez is hurt. He just had surgery, right? You're right. He might have to bust out a frog splash or something. He gonna have to bust out a frog splash or something. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Otis, since he shaved that beard, yeah, that's ain't it. Otis looked like a human potato. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Otis with no facial hair, bro. That man looked like a human potato. It's very disturbing. Kamari said Otis about to be Rod Wave #2 and break the stage, perhaps. He just might. He just might. Big Q said George the Animal Steele. I told the story about George the Animal Steele and me the first time I ever saw George the Animal Steele. Man, son started eating a turnbuckle. Yo, what's wrong with this dude, man? Why he eating the turnbuckle for? Why was he eating the turnbuckle? Like, that shit had to be the most confusing thing I ever saw as a kid, man. I seen a lot of weird shit. You seen Undertaker do some demonic stuff. Kane doing things that's not even humanly possible. But nothing bothered me more than George the Animal Steele eating turnbuckles. That shit creeped me out, man. I used to be afraid. I'm like, yo, if I ever imagine there's a situation where I make it to the WWE and George the Animal Steele just so happen to be a valet or somebody manager, this dude start eating the turnbuckles, how are we supposed to have a match, bruh? What you gonna do when George the Animal Steele start eating turnbuckles near you? I'm telling you right now, when he passed away, God rest his soul, when he passed away, they buried him with a turnbuckle so he could eat one last time. Yeah, he had a green tongue. Yeah, he did have a green tongue. So many different factors to George the Animal Steele's life, man. I don't know, dog. That's an interesting dude. That's an interesting dude, man. I honestly feel like George the Animal Steele's wife and Turnbuckle had to compete. This man would come home and she was like, cunnilingus now. And he was like, I already eat turnbuckle. I cannot eat pussy. Like, I feel like that's what was going on in the mind of George the Animal Steele. This, could you imagine the conversation? That man's an interesting individual, man. That man's an interesting individuals. Sean Stasiak, wasn't he Meat on Heat? Man's name was Meat. Oh, hilarious. Oh, wow, they in Florida. Sheesh. Jay Gartz says, you never heard of George the Animal Steele until now. Really? Oh, you've got some. Go on YouTube. Just type in George the Animal Steele. I'm telling you right now, you're going to go down a rabbit hole for at least 30 minutes. At probably minute 34, you'll say, all right, I got to head out. But I'm telling you, at least 30 minutes, you're going to sit there like, yo, what's wrong with him? I guarantee you, George the Animal Steele is a captivating character, man. Yo, they really having a match at Rolling Louds. They might start booing. Yeah, they're going to have to do this match fast. They're going to have to do this match extra fast. They're going to have to do this match extra fast. Because if it's a long, drawn-out match, they're going to lose the crowd. They barely got the crowd. I wish Ford wasn't hurt. Dawkins better have the best match of his life. WWE versus WCW for life said, we naming wrestlers. How about David Schultz, a wrestler who slapped the reporter for saying wrestler is fake? Dr. David Schultz. Oh, boy, that man, when he slapped the shit out that reporter backstage, classic. And I believe they had a, it wasn't Dark Side of the Ring. Was it? I can't remember what it was, but there was a documentary that was on him. Very, very well done. I feel like it was Dark Side of the Ring. He got screwed, man. Jameer said Rick Ross is after this. Imagine Rick Ross versus Mark Henry. Well, I wonder who got to follow a WWE match at Rolling Loud. Yo, the people really about to, they going to turn on this. Somebody might just rush the stage. You know how Florida people get down. Somebody might just rush the stage right now. Somebody might rush the stage. This was a bad idea. I don't think this is converting anybody to WWE right now. Real Will said a crowd came for music and to get high. That's exactly why they showed up. And yet here they are watching a match. Jay put 5 on and said COVID all over the place. You ain't wrong about that. People going to start rushing the ring in Florida. I'm telling you right now, somebody going to try. Security better go draw their weapon because somebody fixing to rush the doggone rings. It's going to happen. This is mad bizarre, son. Oh, it's Dark Side of the Ring? All right, Pody girl, I appreciate that. Mr. Parrott said, watching him eat that turnbuckle was the most cursive thing I've ever seen. Rock Boy says, Little Terrio versus Little Bastard. Fam, they're going to have to hurry this match up and end it. They're going to have to end this match in the next 2 minutes because they're going to lose the crowd completely. They already don't really got the crowd on their side. WWE said if Bad Bunny was wrestling at Rolling Rock, those fans would still be confused. Well, that's a little different. If they had a musician, Wale, if he was in the ring, people would be much more invested. versus him being a manager side, at the side of the ring. All right, match is done. Match done. People really don't give a fuck. Get them the hell up out of here. Get them out of here. I hope they don't have any other Rolling Loud segments. Look at the people sitting front row. They don't even got their hands up. They don't even care. Oh, Gable and Otis done left. They done left. Oh, my God. Bianca Belair coming out. Damn, they about to waste her time. They about to waste her time. They don't even care. Look at the people. They're not even paying her no mind. Montez Ford just out here to watch his wife. He just out here to watch his wife. I hope she don't take this to heart. I hope she don't take this to heart. Women's Championship rematch. Who booked this? Who booked this? No. No, they about to have a women's championship match at Rolling Loud. Ah, shit. Damn. They're going to have a championship match. Why would they do this at Rolling Loud? This a bad idea. This a bad idea. So what the hell, the fans, what are they watching in Ohio right now? What is happening in Ohio right now? This is a bad idea. They gonna do it back to back. Oh my God. I thought they was just promoting at Rolling Loud. I didn't think they was having matches. Man. Fryer said, is it just you or do you want Finn Balor to win a championship? Well, damn, he just came up to the main roster last week again. So, give it some time. The IC title, it's only a matter of time. Dono said, was this advertised? Honestly, it was, at least on the wrestling side. It was advertised, but I don't think the people at Rolling Loud knew how things were going to how things were going to play out, at least at Rolling Loud. So there's that. They should have had the Rock or Austin hype up the crowd. Nah, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. Rock or Austin hype up the crowd, it wouldn't have worked. People would have been, oh my God, yeah. But then once they leave, it's over. Like, you don't get hyped for what you're going to see. You get hyped for who you're seeing. Like, Rock and Austin can't get a crowd to invest in what they're seeing. Rock, maybe. But Austin, you'll be hyped for who you see. Like, oh my God, yo, we saw Austin. Yo, we saw Rock. They leave the stage. Who's this guy? I can guarantee you the vast majority of people who's at Rolling Loud right now, they're like, who's Bianca Belair? Who the hell is Carmella? Who's Angelo Dawkins? Who's Montez Ford? Who is Chad Gable? Who's Otis? Well, they dropped his last name, so I was going to say Dozovich. They just know Wale. So, I don't know. Derek said this proves WWE can't make stars. Well, they can't make larger than life, sort of. Because honestly, Roman should be that. The last huge star that WWE made was John Cena. CM Punk had potential, but failed in UFC. If CM Punk succeeded in UFC, believe me, that would have been number 2. But then it was a tarnished sort of relationship that he had. Cena, Lesnar, those are 2 guys, bona fide, stars. I say Cena because Rock was before Cena, so that's why I don't say Rock. I say Cena before, now. 615 random go put 5 on it. Said, imagine going to a live event and you're watching it on a screen, which is probably what they're doing in Ohio. Exactly. When I went to Raw 25, that's exactly what happened. They have their full entrances right now. Thank God. All right. Let Carmella get in the ring. Like, she doing her whole thing. Just get in the ring, bruh. Just get in the ring. Just have this match. Get it over with. This not going to work for y'all ego, bro. Y'all not going to get no energy. Y'all went this long with no fans. Then you go and at a pay-per-view, you have fans. One live event, you have fans. And now you at Rolling Loud with tens of thousands of people, and they ain't going to give you no energy. It's cool to see the sea of people, but they not giving you no energy. You don't got no cheers. You ain't got no boos. Greg Smith, you right. People probably leaving. Cho said, who's the most entertaining tag team? Street Profits, Crime Time, New Day, or the Usos? New Day. Most entertaining between those 4, the New Day. The people dead don't care. They can't have no storytelling kind of match here. They should have never did this back-to-back. They should have never did this back-to-back. If they wanted to keep the crowd, you could have had Angelo Dawkins and Chad Gable go out there, do their thing, little 6-7 minute match, whatever. Then have a bunch of musical performances between. And then the go-home match would have been this right here, and then have the rest of Rolling Loud happen. This was terribly booked. You put it back to back, the crowd already ain't give a fuck. Now you making them sit through this for even longer? It's only a matter of time before they start booing. Derek said they should have called Doja Cat to wrestle Meg Thee Stallion. Ola BP, Bimpy said Cena hella overrated. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. When I was younger, I would say, yeah, he can't wrestle all the other stuff. But no, with Cena, I don't think Cena's overrated. Cena today is as over as he was in 2004. 2005, 2006. Wave Face says Vince is a moron. I can't say this is all entirely Vince's idea. Kamara said first rapper to get RKO'd. Derek said Cena's an overrated fighter. Yes. Yes. You won't remember Cena wasn't a great fighter. Good storyteller, but he wasn't a good fighter. But a match, he can tell a hell of a story. And honestly, I think AJ Styles, CM Punk, AJ Styles may have brought out, CM Punk, AJ Styles, Edge, little bit of Randy Orton. I think those guys brought the absolute best out of Cena. But AJ Styles and CM Punk took Cena to a whole other level. When you stop and you say, yo, wait a minute. Maybe Cena's a little bit better in the ring than we thought he was. Jay, I agree 110%. They better stop showing the crowd. Do not put the camera on the crowd no more. The people don't give a shit. The people literally don't give a shit. Stop putting the camera on the crowd. They don't care. Kamari said AJ Styles Cena at SummerSlam 16 was something different. Indeed, because they never left the ring. I was there live for that match. Honestly, probably the second greatest match I've ever seen live. The greatest match I've ever seen with my own two eyes, Bayley and Sasha Banks at TakeOver 15. But Cena and Styles, whoo, that's a very close second. That one was a spectacular match. Alex, absolutely. This was a terrible idea to have this at Rolling Loud. Wyatt said people still watch this stuff. Indeed. Indeed we do. Because sometimes, I ain't even going to hold you, sometimes WWE, they can get you. Wrestling, they can get you. When you buy in, shit, you buy in. But there's a lot of times where you'll sit there like, yo, this is silly. This is really goofy. You're not getting me. Divine put 5 on it. Say, how do I feel about Rollins versus Edge finally happening after 6 years? Oh, I'm over the moon for it. I'm over the moon for it. Because this keeps Edge in the title picture without having to physically be there for the time being. Because he keeps getting screwed. So we know, ultimately, Edge has to get his hands, well, not has to get his hands on the title, because it didn't happen for Batista when he came back either. But we know we're going to see Edge contend for that Universal Championship. So because that is the case and he continues to get screwed, he has several different avenues that he can go to. That's why I'm kind of disappointed that we're not seeing Daniel Bryan anymore. Because I would love to, when Edge left and he was written off television, I would have loved the program between Edge and Bryan. Edge then beats Bryan. Bryan goes off of television. His contract messing around and expire. And then Bryan, he goes where he goes. Edge now goes towards, hey, Roman, I'm back. Rollins comes in, screws Edge. Edge has a program with Rollins. You've got 3 pay-per-views out of that. Back to Roman I go. That's why I think, honestly, Survivor Series, after Survivor Series is over, I believe it's TLC that follows. If not TLC, then the Royal Rumble. That's when you have Reigns drop the title, whether that's to Edge or whoever. And then Reigns runs amok, start wilding in the family. Here comes The Rock. You got your match, and it doesn't involve the Universal Championship. Damn. I even peeped the new stain on Corbin's Corbin shirt. Last week he had mustard. This week he got ketchup. This was Baron Corbin last week. Take a look at the the right side of his shirt. That was Baron Corbin last week. He must have had mustard on that sumbitch. He must have had mustard on there. And guess what? Tonight, you know what Baron Corbin got on? Tonight, Baron Corbin got ketchup. The tale of 2 Corbins. Last week it was mustard. This week it's ketchup. Look at that big ass stain right there. It looked like there's a sniper that's trying to shoot this man right now. This man Kevin Owens about to hand this man some cash. Look at the hairline on this man. Come on, dog. Corbin does look like he in a sewer. Damn. Oh, he got robbed. Damn, Ziggler done robbed Corbin of his money. Damn. Owens cares less about his money getting taken away, and he actually protecting Corbin. Is this supposed to be like a face turn for Corbin? Should we have sympathy for Corbin? Damn. Oh my God. Last week it was mustard. This week it's ketchup. Well, what do you know? It's Edge. Thank God he's not at Rolling Loud. You gotta love it. Anytime you see Edge, the rated R superstar. This man better stick around for when Smackdown comes to MSG, goddammit. He is advertised for it. Gotta be kidding me. Let them had Edge pull up to Rolling Loud. This man would have resigned. He'd retired on the spot. And what makes it even better is you can't have Edge without pyro. It just don't work. People's entrances, sometimes you need the pyro. J-Rock put 2 on it. Said, how did WWE mess up Daniel Bryan? He was super over. I don't think it's a matter of them messing him up. I just don't know what the hell the final year of booking for Bryan was. Like WrestleMania, I think it worked well with Bryan getting himself, inserted into the match. But then after Mania was over, it's like, all right, what are we doing? Sean Jones says Riddle versus RVD at Rolling Loud. Well, I'll tell you right now, Riddle versus RVD at Rolling Loud is going to be a different kind of match. It's going to be exactly what the namesake is and exactly what you intended for it to be. It's fixing to be Rolling Loud. They're going to go into the ring and they're going to take out their papers. They're going to take out their contraband. And all of a sudden, you're going to see a whole lot of finger work happening. Vince going to be like, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras, damn it. Cut the cameras. Where are they? RVD and Riddle gonna break into the damn crowd, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see McMahon running through the crowds trying to find the weed smoke that's coming from Riddle. One from Riddle, the other from RVD. It's gonna sound like when he was trying to catch. I believe it was it Undertaker? Take me to him. Take me to that son of a bitch. That's gonna be Vince. Derek said Bryan is the most underrated wrestler of all time. I don't think so. I do not think so. Dean Malenko would like a word. Daniel Bryan is not underrated by any means. Daniel Bryan won Wrestler of the Year like 7 years in a row. Daniel Bryan is nowhere near underrated. Kojo said, play that clip. I would, but then WWE going to take down the stream. They take down the stream. I put it in a commentary one time. Took that son bitch down with quickness. Chuckster said the baby versus Alexa Bliss. Yeah, okay. Let Alexa Bliss had gone out there and tried to do her superpowers. Man. It only works if it was The Undertaker. Because The Undertaker has a tie to a lot of those people's childhood. New age powers as an adult? Yeah, you ain't buying in. You ain't buying in. Kojo said, what are my thoughts on CM Punk AEW rumors? Well, we'll see how things play out. I'm gonna have to tune in to next week to see if we're gonna see CM Punk come out. Gray said me versus EDP. Interesting. I believe EDP he made another YouTube channel and then it got terminated. A couple of people actually ripped the video. I have yet to see it. But apparently he had made a new YouTube channel and then it got deleted. So that's interesting. Lamau Flam says, I think that's the problem with wrestling. There's not a focus on selling the industry. Agreed. Absolutely. Like Jim Cornette once said, wrestling died when they stopped pretending that it was real. The moment that you took away kayfabe, fucked wrestling. But although kayfabe was broken, a la, Madison Square Garden incident, you still try to uphold it. With social media, running amok now and people needing to go post their whole life, you kill storylines. You completely kill storylines. And I was actually talking to the unchiseled Adonis about this yesterday, at least as it pertains to the women. Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Lana, people of that nature, you're more interested in, building your social media brand than you are your actual in-ring product. Because at the end of the day, if you want to be a wrestler, you're going to prioritize wrestling. Now, granted, building your own brand on the side, ain't nothing wrong with that. Big shout out to Zelina Vega. Being able to build your own shit on the side while it's, getting it done in the ring and making sure that people understand this is all great. I'm passionate about this stuff, but at the end of the day, I want to succeed here. But there's a lot of people who literally don't give a shit about enough. They just want to be stars. Shinsuke Nakamura is one of the greatest in-ring performers that we have on the planet today. Shinsuke literally only wanted to be famous. He's on the record saying, yo, I only wanted to be famous. And he's still amazing at his job. But you got people who just want the fame, Eva Marie, and they don't give a shit about actually improving as a wrestler. At the end of the day, if you're going to get into wrestling, sell wrestling. That's what it should be. Sell wrestling. There should be people, if you a heel that's why I like MJF on Twitter. That's why I love the likes of Jim Cornette. If you're a heel on television, be a heel on social media. Don't be a star. Don't do no autograph signings and things of that nature. But if you do, be a heel in character when you do it. When you're walking through places, when you're with your family, be a bad guy. Because at the end of the day, that's going to put butts in seats. I've said this time and time again. Don't let me become a wrestler. The only reason why I would not try out to become a wrestler now is that grueling schedule. I'm not in a position at this particular point in my life to where I can dedicate time to something like that. If I had, let's say, the amount of time and training it would take, obviously right now I'm like 200 pounds or something. I think I'd want to bulk up to like 225, but then more muscle, drop my body fat and shit. Learn the ropes, things of that nature. Let's just say 4 to 5 years, right? If I was sitting on $600,000, I would go and try to become a professional wrestler. And I'll tell you right now, don't let me make it to the WWE or some shit like that. Because first and foremost, I'm going to be a heel straight out the gate, and I'm going to be a heel through and through, old school. Old school. I ain't spitting in nobody's face. But I'm going to take your sign. I'm going to rip this son bitch. I'm going to scream in kids' faces. I'm going to make them cry. I'm going to talk trash about everybody on social media. I'm going to put it in a situation where I might end up on the news like, yo, we don't know if this dude is shooting or working. Why do you think it worked with CM Punk? He was the last dude who had a little bit of realism to him. I'd be a mega heel. Like I've said this on Twitter before. If the unchiseled Adonis had a little bit more personality and he was in shape, we could have been the DX of social media. But evidently that ain't the case. Guess who's the DX of social media? The Paul brothers. The Paul brothers. They are living my dreams. The dude who you love to hate, they're living my dreams. I wanted to be able to play the heel. But granted, y'all know how humble I am. I'm not a terrible person. I mean, they ain't, for the most part, terrible people. But I know how to pull it off. I can make all you got to do is just give me a damn mic. I'll make people hate me like that. I'll make people hate me like that. But I'd be a mega heel. I don't know. I don't like how they made Edge, use the Just for Men on his beard. Let that son bitch be gray. You're 47 years old. To hell with how it looks. You 47 years old. Let the man look old and gray. He is old. Kojo said kayfabe works wonders, but WWE won't back you if you get into trouble if you maintain it. Well, fair enough. I wouldn't need them to back me. Because I would put myself in a position to where literally everybody feel like, yo, what is wrong with this dude? This dude is tripping. Like Kevin Owens, when he was Universal Champion and he was a heel, granted, he was doing stuff with, children and doing, Make-A-Wish kind of stuff, but he made sure everything was under wraps. He was on Twitter being a heel through and through. People were like, yo, I don't know about this guy. He's kind of an asshole. That's how you get over. It's how it works. Xavier said you could see me more of a crime time on Brooklyn shit. That's the thing about me. I'm extremely versatile. I could be a comedy heel. I could be a serious heel. I can be a aggressive kind of heel. I could be the cowardly heel. I could play all them motherfucking characters. I just need I really just need the team. Like I said this time and time again. If I had a group of friends around me who had availability and things of that nature, I could make skits like RDC World. And shout out to those guys. They do amazing work. I've said this time and time again. If I had available friends, I'd be making skits left and right, but I'm a one-man team. It's kind of hard to shoot a damn skit when you got a camera here. All right, with one camera, set the son bitch over there. That's why I give a huge shout out to Caleb City. That man's on his shit. But that shit is tiring than a motherfucker. I'm not, yeah, you know what? I'll do what I do, and on a day that I feel very good, I'll make it happen somewhere else. How do I feel about Goldberg coming back to fight against Bobby Lashley? I hate it. I wish it was Brock. Kamara said, Seth, low-key got to turn face soon. Been heel since 2019. It's time to turn face after SummerSlam. No. I disagree. I think Seth need to stay. I think Seth need to stay heel. I think he need to stay heel, at least for right now. Dono said, pissing people off is your specialty, and lying and cheating and stealing is your default setting. Word to Eddie. You would get over and become a babyface naturally. Charisma and dedication is paramount. There it is. Because I have a ridiculous amount of charisma. Like I said quite some time ago, don't let me get enough clout to make myself, mess around and get on the NBA celebrity game. That's the goal for me right now. That's the goal for me right now. Make it to the NBA celebrity game, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You thought I was over before? You thought numbers was moving fast before? Don't let me get there. Don't let me get there. It's over. I'm never going to shut up. Risky said, how do I feel about our team getting swept? The Miami Heat? Oh, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. They better get their heads out their ass. Maybe make a move during free agency. Gray said, you'd be an upgraded Carlito. Drink milk and spit in their faces. Call them a soy soldier. Well, damn. Lamau said, Brock most likely come back at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Honestly, right now, a lot of people are talking about, they don't think Brock coming back. I think Brock will come back. Black Howland put 5 on it. Said, what's going on? You missed this type of commentary. I appreciate you, man. Chuckster said, LeBron James versus John Cena. The Realist put 10 on it. Said, Cena isn't overrated. It was either his gimmick was stale at times or him never turning heel again since 2003. Or the way he's been booked at times. His wrestling is fine with the right person. I agree. It's a style clash. No pun intended. For Cena, depending on who he's in the ring with, he'll work differently with different sort of people. The booking is what put Cena in a situation where it's like, yo, I don't know if I'm rolling with this dude. Because how is it that this man is just only in the main title picture, nothing else? For 6 years, from 2005 to 2011, it was just Cena and the world title. That was literally it. Cena, world title. Whether it's the world heavyweight, whether it's a world heavyweight, whether it was a WWE title, that's where they mess things up. Corey said things to do or change to bring WWE back to its prime. Well, for one, stop focusing so much on children. Focus more on young adults and teenagers. Although teenagers are children, but focus on teenagers and young adults. Bring back that kind of content and programming and watch how WWE returns. Because if you focus too much on younger children and it's so centric on little kids, you don't have that realism. That's where the problem lies. I'm not saying, fuck them kids, although I'm the first person to say fuck them kids. But, bring back adult-themed, content. Bad guys need to be bad guys through and through. Stop making it seem like it's just motherfucking characters and shit. Light-skinned Bob Ross said, you finna come out like Vicky Guerrero instead of saying, excuse me, you gonna come out saying, wait a minute, I might just do that. Could you imagine somebody's music playing? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something, all right? Let me tell you something. I heard SummerSlam coming up in 3 weeks, and I ain't got a match. So let me tell you something. I want a title. Slap the shit out of somebody, start whipping their ass where they stand. You gonna give me a match. Devin said, do I watch Wrestle Talk? I have watched a number of Wrestle Talk videos. WrestleLamia, Wrestle Talk, Wrestling Bios is probably one of my top 3 favorite channels to watch on YouTube. Literally was watching a video on Wrestle Bios, Wrestling Bios right before I came live. I watched I think 2. Yeah, right before I went live. I have 2 different Wrestling Bios videos. I mean, you have some Simpsons in between there and, you know, some Family Guy and my own video then there. But you got Wrestle Bios right here. You got Wrestle Bios up there. Love that guy's channel, man. Sensational channel. Justin said, you don't feel like PG ruined WWE. You can make a compelling product without excessive violence and TNA. Problem is WWE doesn't know how to create one at the moment. Correct. I don't think it's PG that ruined it, but I think you need to make the program a little bit more adult themed. Because at the end of the day, when you look at wrestling fans, like think about it. You go to an independent show, those rowdy fans, older teenagers, and young adults. That's who the primary wrestling audience is right now. The same, a little bit, you know, 80s, it was older people, less youth, but older people who were, you know, into it. During the 90s, you look at the demographic of when wrestling was at its complete peak. That was the demographic. So I think you've got to cater to the demographic that was around when you were at your complete hottest. Now, you don't got to go, you know, above and beyond and, yo, we about to have blood every week. But if you're going to have a Hell in a Cell match, you're going to have a cage match, you going to have, somebody going to have to bleed. Like, you can't have 2 people who hate each other. You're telling us these 2 people literally want to kill each other and nobody bleeds? It's not believable, you know? Oh, Toast, I definitely support that match. Tony Storm versus Big Booty Bailey in a booty competition. I see it front row. Woo! Do another match. Do it again. She twerking. I like it. Make it clap. As for the video on Instagram of me running, I was in Puerto Rico. It was like 8 p.m. I had missed my flight. My flight was at 4. No. My flight was at 1. And they closed the gate as I was in front of the gate. They were in the midst of closing the door. Like, well, you know, when we start beginning the process of closing the door, we can't let you board. So I had to fly out at 1 a.m. that night. So it's like, shit, let me go roam the streets of Puerto Rico. And here comes Tony Storm now. Tapper said old school wrestling was way better than this. Indeed, I agree, it was. And promos is what really sold. Like I've said this time and time again. If you're a wrestling fan, unless you suffer from like stage fright or anxiety, or you don't like being around a lot of people, you should be able to cut a promo like that off the top of your head. If you're a wrestling fan, you should be able to cut a promo like it's nothing. I've said this time and time again. My Steelers promos, the pre and post game, there's no script for that. It's just, all right, they're playing against who? They're playing where? On what day? What's their players? All right, cool. Hit record, cut a goddamn promo, walk the fuck off. And that's it. That's what it's always been. Because that's the little piece of wrestling that I have in my life. And of course, you know, my video. I'll go on a rant. I'll cut a promo. So, you know. AP said, do I remember Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio custody match? Oh, of course. How can you forget? Promo was nice. Indeed it was. EXO does it all in here. What's going on? Yeah, a lot of people down bad. Jay, you absolutely right. A lot of people down bad, you know. They're here for the big booty Tony. Big booty Tony. Big booty Tony. Because we ain't got big booty Bailey for 9 months. So we're going to have to go big booty Tony and big booty Naomi. You love to see it. I love their in-ring work as well, but, you know, at the end of the day, I am a perv. Damn, Hunter said he down horrendous. Well, there it is. Shit. Got some brothers in here in a drought. Devin said they probably just get Naomi on her husband. Well, shit. Dono said we need unscripted promos and old school booking. And heels and faces need to stop hanging out in public together, breaking kayfabe. If you want people to believe it, make them believe. I agree. Promos definitely need to be improved. Unscripted promos need to happen. Like when Peyton Royce, and if you guys hadn't had a chance to look this up, when Peyton Royce said in her last meeting that she had with Vince McMahon, they were conversing about what direction she'd be going in. And he said, all right, what kind of stuff are you into? What are your hobbies? What kind of stuff do you do when you're at home? And she couldn't give this man a concept, an angle, a character, nor anything. And she said with her own words, she pretty much told Vince McMahon that she's boring. I don't feel bad for you no more. Because mind you, I love the Iconics. But let me tell you something. Billie Kay, she was never the worker in the ring of the group. Peyton Royce was. Billie Kay was more sort of comedy. That's what she did on Smackdown. Oh, let's go Tony Storm. Big booty Tony, big booty Tony. But you mean to tell me, and mind you, Peyton Royce was on television maybe like what, 5 times in 5 months? You mean to tell me you not getting no television time, you cut a promo on talking on Raw Talking saying, "Oh, I want to be featured. I think I need an opportunity. All I need is just an opportunity. I've been held back. All this, all that." And you didn't even come up with a concept for where your character would go moving forward. I don't think you really want this. I think you wanted to work for the WWE. I don't think you wanted to become a star in the WWE. Or I should say, I don't think you wanted to become a great in the WWE. Billie Kay was horrible in the ring. She was a hilarious person, but she was horrible in the ring. How the hell can you be? How can you be in the goddamn? How can you be in the WWE? You're supposedly living your dreams. You off television. You better be coming up with a concept for your character. You got to be kidding me. Dono, yes indeed. Austin 316, Die, Rocky, Die, I Am the Game, star making promos. Indeed. Go watch Wrestling Bios, The Making of the Game. I watched that last night. That promo that he cut on Heat in the summer of 1999, talk about being a student of the game. I am the fucking game, JR. That shit made Triple H. Die, Rocky, Die, The Rock in 1997, when he was in the Nation, going into 1998, and running through the entire thing. His promo after the swerve of the 1998 when he joined the corporation on that Monday Night Raw afterwards. Freaking Austin 316 promo. You got to have some sort of aggression behind you, man. You got to be real. You got to be real. There got to be some sort of believability to your character. If we don't believe you, you're never going to get over. You ain't never going to get over. Miz on Talking Smack. Greg says nobody cares about women's in-ring work. Oh, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Sasha Banks, in my opinion, is the best working woman on the planet right now. Asuka, she looks great, but in the ring, she's stellar. Charlotte, I mean, hell, say what you want about her last name. She's good in the ring. Becky Lynch, mixed her. Bailey can go in the ring, things of that nature. I don't think those days of yo, we just want hot women and just show up on television and we roll with that. I think those have since passed. Because now it's like, yo, you look good, that's great, but what else can you do? I think it's changed. It's completely changed now. Dope boy, I agree. Aleister Black getting cut right after he cut a promo, after he just returned, and they did all them vignettes for him. Ridiculous. There's a load of good female wrestlers out there. A ton of good female wrestlers out there. Jeremy said, "Have I ever watched The Rock and Triple H, the ladder match at SummerSlam '98?" Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think that was one of the two of their best matches they ever worked together. The next one I would have to say is their the next match was it in 2000? Was it? Definitely wasn't Backlash. Was it? No, not Judgment Day. Mercy? I can't remember. But they had another one in 2000 that was a sensational match. It might have been, was it Backlash 2000? No, that's when Austin came back. I'll overlook that one. It was one where it's just the two. Hell, you could even look at that match on Smackdown. You could even look at that match on Smackdown in '99. That was a hell of a match, too. Have I watched the 2017 Men's Royal Rumble? Yeah, I have. If I'm not mistaken, 2017 Men's Royal Rumble was Seth Rollins win? Was that Seth Rollins win? I think so. Yeah. 2017 was... Yeah, I think Seth. No, not Seth Rollins. 2017 was Randy. Randy, yeah, Randy. There we go. Rollins was I think Rollins was the following year. No, Rollins was 19. Yeah, Rollins was 19. 18 was Seth? Who the hell was 19? McIntyre was 20. Edge was 21. Don't tell me. I'm not going to look at the chat. Who the hell was 19? Who won the Royal Rumble in 19? No, Nakamura. No, shit. No, Nakamura was before. No, Nakamura was 19. Yeah. Yeah, Nakamura was 19. Yeah. There we go. 18 was Shinsuke. 19 was Rollins. There we go. I had to do the math because Seth run the Rumble the year I went to WrestleMania. Seth was 19. Nakamura was 18. Yeah. There we go. This man, Jimmy hair really reds. Jamia said Shin got 18 with Asuka, but WWE is racist. Well, there it is. Both Asians won the damn Royal Rumble, and they both lost at Mania. Distraught. XL put 2 on. Said thoughts on CM Punk comeback. We'll have to see how things play out. Right now, I have no real opinion. I'm just curious to see how they book them and how things play out. WWE Syndicate said, I'm looking around like, who? Before, I would be able to name all of the Royal Rumble winners. But I have started drawing blanks. Complete blanks. Like, I can... Hacksaw Jim Duggan won the first one. I don't remember anything Then 93 was Brett, I think. No, 93 was Yokozuna. 94 was 94 was Brett. 95 Michaels, 96 Michaels, 97 Austin, 98 Austin, 99 McMahon, 2000 Rock, 2001 Austin, 2002 Triple H, 2003 Brock Lesnar, 2004 Benoit, 2005 Batista, 6 Ray, 7 was Taker, 8 Cena, 9 Royal Rumble 2009. Shit, this is where my blanks start. Who the hell won the Rumble in 2009? Oh no, Triple H. No, Randy Orton. 2010. 2010 must have been Shame. No. 2010 was Edge. 11 was Sheamus or Del Rio. No, 11 I think was Del Rio. 12 was Sheamus. 13 was Cena. 14 was Batista. 15 was 2015 Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns, when it should have been Roman Reigns in 15. 15 was Reigns. 15 was Reigns. 16 was Triple H, and he won the title from Reigns. And then we did everything from there. Yeah. There we go. But I can't, for the life of me, going backwards. Shit defeats me. Yeah, Rock got booed because Reigns should have won in 2014. Bryan should have been the one who won. Like, how the hell do you even... Mysterio comes in number 30 and gets booed out the goddamn building. But, Reigns should have won in 14. 15 was like, yo, we know it's going to be Roman. Hogan won in 90. Is Roman heel? He is now. How do I feel about Cross loss on Raw? I think it's stupid. If you're going to have Cross go up, don't have him lose. But at the same time, if you're going to have Jeff Hardy debut again, well, not really debut again. If you're going to have Jeff Hardy have his song come back, he better have his superpowers. So, it bothers me with the Karrion Kross loss. And then you make him look ridiculously strong on NXT. So what was the point? Tom the Sim said, when was the last time a heel wrestler won the Rumble? Triple H? I believe Randy Orton was face in 2017. So, yeah, Triple H in 2016. 615 Random Goat said, how do I feel about Nikki Ash? I'm not a fan of the mask. I'm not a fan of the superhero. I liked Crazy Cross before. I'm all for reinventing yourself and becoming, a great character. Hell, Hurricane was over, but we saw the best of Nikki Cross, and that was when she was a damn lunatic. Randy was a heel in 2017? Ah, shit. Well, there it is. So it'd have to be Randy then. It'd have to be Randy then in 2017. But I don't like Nikki ASH. I'm not a fan of Nikki ASH. I think it's foolish. Let her go back to the character she was in NXT. Let her be unhinged. Let her look like she hasn't showered in days. Let her go out there and freaking be crazy. That was the best Nikki Cross. When is Bray Wyatt going to return? Honestly, he'll come back when he's ready. Losing his best friend and Luke Harper and, Brody Lee, that was very tough. Randy was a face. Well, no, he may have got cheered like a face. I can't remember whether he was face or heel, but I did remember he was with Wyatt. Who should Big E cash in on? Roman Reigns. But it should be much later down the road. No time soon. Nikki Ash was her idea? Oh, Jesus. Eey. Allen put 5 on it. Said the thing about Nikki is she created her current character and pitched it and has made it work. I'm extremely happy for her. No, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for her. I am. But, man, I liked her old character. I liked her being unhinged and crazy. I loved that Nikki Cross character. Those matches that she had with Asuka on NXT was great. Dope Boy Stunner said thoughts on Big E winning Money in the Bank. I love it. I love it. And if you guys remember earlier in the year, even when Big E was Intercontinental Champion, I called it. I said if he don't win the Royal Rumble, he need to win Money in the Bank. Same shit with Cesaro. Either or. Greg Davis said she never won anything as the unhinged character. Correct. She didn't win anything as the unhinged character. However, she was over. When she came to the main roster, they ruined it. Because once they paired her with Alexa, and now she started smiling and walking around all extra happy, things of that nature, it didn't work. They didn't give that character a true chance on the main roster. Oh boy, here come Reigns. Dude, this man got freaking probably the best entrance music. Love this guy's entrance, man. He walks so damn like Roman Reigns ain't gonna say a word until 9:52. You could book that. Reigns ain't gonna say a word until 9:52. I don't know why they saying draped in gold like the freaking tag championships ain't silver. The realist put 5 on it. Said Big E may cash in after Survivor Series. They have to give us Rock versus Roman first. He can cash in after that, most likely. Well, that's where I'm kind of conflicted because I don't think Roman versus Rock needs the title. It doesn't. But at the same time, it does raise the stakes because we've seen The Rock come in as a part-timer and win the championship, but it wasn't at WrestleMania. He defended it at WrestleMania. He never contended for it at WrestleMania as a part-timer. But it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Because both champions right now, like Lashley, truly, who on Raw can take the title from Lashley and you say, all right, outside of McIntyre, and you say, yo, I could roll with it. I'm cool with Lashley losing the title. Right now on Smackdown, there's a number of different people, but damn, you can't see Roman without that title. Well, here we go. We're going to see if Roman talks about Cena. I guarantee you, we're going to come back from break. Roman not even going to be in the ring yet. Jeff, stop it. J-Rock put 2 on it. Said thoughts on these 1-week title reigns for Charlotte. Goofy. Just like the same shit they did with Sasha Banks where she always lost the title extremely fast and couldn't defend it. I think it's goofy. I understand if you do it like once, but multiple times, like that's ridiculous. Big E should cash in on Lashley? I hope not. I hope not. because I don't want the New Day near each other. I love the New Day, but if the New Day gets together, you know how Vince's mind work. Stables must be broken up. Jealousy must run amok. And New Day has been able to stay away from that kind of stuff for quite some time. Oh, wow, Nathaniel showed up to the WWE stream. I thought he was only around for the NBA. Guess what, Nathaniel? You're going back in timeout. You thought because NBA Finals done, you're not going into the shithole? Indeed you are, brother. Rhea should have had the title. I agree. One Up said, do I think Charlotte going to pass 16 reigns? I actually do. I actually do. I think of everybody, it's going to be Charlotte who breaks it. Cena won't get to 17. Randy won't get to 17. Triple H won't get to 17. Edge won't get to 17. It'll be Charlotte who gets to 17. I have no doubt in my mind it'll be Charlotte who gets to 17. Because Charlotte, for all intents and purposes, she'll probably wrestle until she's in her 40s. Charlotte is 35 right now, 36. So, take into account, she's won 11 titles in 5 years. So, what does that mean? Well, 6 years. It's only a matter of time before she gets up there. It's like Triple H's reign of terror where he had 10 championships in 6 years. But then it was like, all right, I'm going to start to slow down. The women's division ain't as deep with star power as the men's was. So with that being the case, and you're having 2 shows to where it's split, believe me, Charlotte going to get to 17. Ooh, Marshall still asking to be freed on Hot Mic. That's what's up, man. Marshall always asking to be freed. Get put in timeout on YouTube, stupid. Talk about free me, free me. Now I give you a reason to scream to free you. Dummy. Putting people in timeout's my favorite pastime. The Undertaker shouldn't have lost his undefeated streak. I agree. Brian, what's going on? How is it going? Greg said they took it all Charlotte, so Rhea and Charlotte can end their feud without holding the title hostage. Well, damn it, I hope so. Kamari said if Brock didn't break it, then who should have? If anything, you should give that honor to somebody who's young and up and coming. Because if originally, I feel like it should have been Shawn Michaels. It should have been Shawn Michaels. Like Triple H didn't need that honor. If anything, WrestleMania 25, it should have been Michaels who, if knowing that the streak was going to eventually end, should have been Shawn Michaels at 25, and then Undertaker retire Michaels, and then it's over. But at the same time, hindsight being 2020, I wouldn't have let it been Punk. Because knowing Punk would have left the company, that would have been terrible. Probably all arrows point towards Reigns. Because Bray Wyatt, they failed Wyatt's character multiple times, and then The Fiend was pretty much the character that got over. But they failed Wyatt way too many times. So it would have been Reigns. Reigns would have been the guy. What do you know? It's 9:51 right now. Roman by the talk. How many seconds until it's 50? We got 15 seconds. 15 seconds between it comes 9:52. 10 seconds before it comes 9:52. Is Reigns going to speak? It's 5 seconds now until it's 9:52. I said Reigns ain't going to talk until 9:52. It's 9:52. Look at your time. Look at your watches. It's 9:52. Reigns ain't say a goddamn word. And now he talking now. Wait. His first word is Cleveland. It's 9:52 with 7 seconds. Don't ever tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, man. What'd I tell you? I told you Reigns ain't going to say a goddamn thing until 9:52. A sane SJW said it should have been Randy at 21. I agree. Should have been Randy that early. But at the same time, the The reason why I wouldn't say it would have done stuff for Randy is the streak wasn't what the streak was in 2005. Randy was the first guy to kind of like, yo, you know he never lost at Mania, right? So if Randy beat him, it wouldn't have been the same shit. Johnny Bravo said it's 652 here. You know what I meant. Undertaker wanted Randy to win, and he's right, but I don't think beating Undertaker at WrestleMania for Randy in 2005 would have done what it would have done, let's say, if Randy fought against him in 2013. Home Lacken said, you know, different time zone. Indeed, by hour, not by minute. Well, let me not say that. They do have plays that go by minute. Spectra says, how do I feel about Oklahoma and Texas going to the SEC? That's going to be interesting. That is going to be very interesting. Where would I rank Daniel Bryan's monster promo as an all-time promo? It's still outside like the top 10. This man said he's like seen as like missionary. Well, damn. Roman disrespectful. Oh, Roman on his shit here tonight. Roman on his shit tonight. Remember 4 years ago when Roman couldn't even hold a mic with Cena? And now he's able to actually talk on the mic finally. NetX says, who's my least favorite wrestler? Simon Dean. Simon Dean and Brie Bella. Fire X Samurai said, I like Roman with Heyman more than Brock with Heyman because Roman can do his own promos if he wants. Oh, do not get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Brock can speak when he want to speak. Oh, boy, here comes Prince Devitt. Here comes Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, headed to the ring, interrupting Roman Reigns. Damn, J.D. Davis late than a son of a bitch. This man just pulled up. I'd love to see the Demon. How long it's been since we've seen the Demon? Brock can talk on the mic when he want to. He may not be the greatest promo, but Brock can talk on the mic. Charles put 2 on it earlier, said Big E going to go after Bobby because of Kofi. Fair enough, but I don't think that's going to happen. Soldier Boy done said Baron Corbin went from lone wolf to lone bum, and he said they should have had Young Boy versus Brock Lesnar at Rolling Loud. Finn Balor really won his shot at that Universal Championship. He had to, I watched this man win the title, and then he lost it the very next day. Talk about pain. Have to relinquish the title. I'll never forget when they first unveiled the Universal Championship. We booed the hell out that title. This man really going for it. Roman going to decline. Do I think The Fiend versus Demon Finn Balor and Hell in a Cell, who I got winning? Well, they steadily booking The Fiend to lose, so I'd roll with Demon Finn Balor. Yeah, I agree. That title still looked like ass. I don't like the fact that everything got a goddamn W in it. Bring back actual title belt designs. Get rid of this horse shit that you have with this big ass W in the damn middle. They done cheering Roman scared. God, dog. He accepted Finn Balor challenge. Oh, boy. Well, this is going to be interesting as hell. Roman Reigns and Finn Balor. We'll see how that plays out. That's going to be interesting. I guess that's going to happen. Well, not at probably next week on SmackDown. What do you know? Well, there it is. It's the conclusion of Friday Night SmackDown. Well, there it is. He accepted Finn Balor's challenge. But this can't be like what happened with Keith Lee on Monday. If they're going to have a match, do not let Finn Balor get squashed. Do not let him get squashed. Izzy said, who do I think had the best mic skills? Well, I've answered this numerous times, but the list goes on forever. You have Jake the Snake Roberts. You got Dusty Rhodes. You got Ric Flair. You've got The Rock. You've got Stone Cold Steve Austin. You've got an array of different, individuals who are there. A ton. Roddy Piper. Things of that nature. The list goes on. You've got Cena. You've got all these different sort of guys, So the list really does go on. But we'll be here all night talking about promos. But that brings us to the conclusion of Friday Night SmackDown, man. I'm gonna see if I could go live for Raw. For Raw this upcoming Monday. We'll see how that all ends up playing out. But damn it, it is I'm about to. Oh wow. That also reminds me. We got a live stream coming up right after this. With well, not a live stream, but a premiere of the NBA Finals Game 6. Now this one is much more extended. It's the final game, so you got to bring the funny. So I'm gonna put that link in the chat room because it's about to premiere in a little bit. Let me get the link and then drop it in there. It's about to premiere right now. I should put it at 10:15 before it's too late. You put it at 10:15 before it's too late. Son of a bitch, is it 10 o'clock already? Is it too late? I think it's too late. I think it's already starting. Can I put it at 10:15? Hold on, wait a minute. Is it gonna let it change it? No. Well, too late now. Yeah, it's already, so I can hear it in the background. It's going off right now. God, dog. Well, there it is. Here you go. Let me drop the link in the chat room over here. Y'all head over to the live stream, and I'll see y'all in the chat room for Game 6 of the NBA Finals. And watch Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns go into the Death Note. So we'll need somebody to play us out, or I should say, take us out. So we're going to go with large titties that nobody wants to see. Unfortunately, it's not the titties of a woman. It is that of a very large man. I'll see y'all in Game 6.
Repeat! We're going to the Super Bowl!
He ain't nothing but a...
Ain't nothing but a big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.